Hello and welcome to Gardening at 58 North. In this video I'd like to show you my Epiphyllum cactus here, which is just starting to flower for the first time, so it's very exciting to see what it's going to look like when it flowers. So I got this cactus probably about 3 or 4 years ago. I grew a plant at my parents' house. This is the cutting from that plant. So this plant is probably only about 2 or 3 years old, so it's quite a lot younger, and that's why it's the first time, it's only just flowering for the first time now. So the last few years it's been putting on a lot of growth, and you can see last year it grew this, which is probably almost 1 meter long. It's absolutely huge, longer than my arms. It's huge cacti, and it's in a tiny pot, so as you can see it's very hard to maneuver around at the moment. What I have is I normally have this leaning up against the window, so this is kind of growing straight up and leaning on the glass, but it's becoming very unwieldy, so I'm going to have to sort that out at some point. But for now I'm just showing you the flowers. You can see they're really big compared with my hands, and they're going to be very beautiful when they finally open. So because it's a cutting that I took from a plant in Switzerland, I don't actually know what variety of Epiphyllum it is. So I've had a look in my cactus book. I mean, there's probably more varieties than there are in this book, but I think looking at the book, it's most likely to be an Epiphyllum hybrid because it's got such lovely colours, and this is the most similar one. So Epiphyllum Ignescens, or Ignescens, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Seems to be the most likely candidate. This one's also pretty similar, but I think mine is slightly more red than pink. Same with that, it's a more pinky colour. Mine's a bit more of a red colour. So it'll be interesting to see how that grows, see if it is that variety or not, because I say until it flowers you can't really tell what variety it is. But it's been doing quite well for me. You can probably see it's gone a bit purple because it does get a bit too much sunlight. These Epiphyllum plants don't like as much sunlight as other cacti, but I've had it in a very sunny windowsill, so that's why it's growing like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my time-lapse camera. I'm going to take a nice time-lapse video of this opening. It should open probably in the next couple of days, or maybe even tonight. It looks very close. I mean, you see the size of it, it's really got very large, so it's pretty much there. And once I've done that, I'm going to do another video in a couple of weeks probably, and that'll be me repotting it, because as you can see, it's only in a tiny 9cm pot. It's really unwieldy. I'll probably also prune some of the longer stems off because they're really getting too big now. I'm just going to make it a lot more manageable and maybe try and put it in a more prominent place. At the moment it's quite unsightly with it being so long and gangly, but I think once I get it pruned a bit into a slightly more compact shape, this kind of size is a good size, but this long stem here is just a bit too much. I will then put it in a more prominent location in a nicer pot, and hopefully it will flower every spring for me. The mother plant from this one used to flower every spring, so hopefully this one will do the same. And certainly looks like it was. It's got 3 flowers this year, so it's got 2 here, 1 at the very end down there. So yeah, I'll give you an update, and just watch out because I'll be putting up a nice video of the time lapse soon.